I'm Miles, and this is my 2011 Ford Transit Connect, which I purchased about 4 months ago for the sole purpose of traveling around the country and telling some interesting video stories. One of those video stories is about my grandmother Amelia. The first piece of that project is down below in the description, plus 4 other projects that are currently in development. So if you're interested in that, please go see the link down below. All right, in today's episode, we are going to do a rough wiring. What's a rough wiring? Basically, it's running wire from point A to point B. That's it, that's all. A couple of things had to happen before this episode got shot. And that's basically, where's this stuff gonna live? And that's the important component here. And that's where you see all these signs here. You see one for the 12 volt pump there, a 12 volt light, the max fan, another 12 volt light, another 12 volt light, strip lighting over there, 110 outlet over there, 110 outlet over there. There's one right above my head, and there's one right by this door, and there are 2 more forward in the forward part of the cab, basically giving me 6 110 outlets. Truth be told, I'm probably only going to wire up 4 of them. These last 2 are probably run wire, but I'm not going to end up doing anything with them. Later on, if I wanted to add them in, I have the capacity to do that because I've already run the wire for them. All right. So my system, in case you hadn't figured it out by now, will run 12 volt, and I'll be running hot for red and black for ground, and so you'll see 2 wires for my 12 volt. And you'll also see for my 110, and I hope I get this right, this is 14 gauge wire. I'll put a link down below in case you want to go get this stuff. Basically, all that is it allows me to run my 110 and my 12 volt off of my system. All right, that's it. It does not get any more complex than that. To wrap all this up, all you're going to see me do in this episode is run some wire and cut it. Nope, I'm lying through my teeth. There's actually 2 parts to this episode, the wiring part and the subfloor and insulation part. It does not get any more complex than that. If you were paying attention to my last video, you saw me lay down 4 joists under my subfloor. But when I lift this thing up so that I can run wire under it, you're going to see 5, and that's because I added a 5th floor joist right in the middle, and I moved 2 of the floor joists. So don't freak out. I had 4, now I had 5. To see the guy on the screen? That's Larry Treen. Larry has been my technical guru, so if I get anything wrong in this video, it's not, I didn't do it wrong, it's all Larry's fault. Put his name in the comments and tell him he screwed up. I've been peppering Larry with questions for the better portion of the last month and a half, and I hope I've been a diligent student. I may not have been, so it's not entirely Larry's fault, it's my fault. I take all the blame. Thank you very much to Larry Treen for being my technical guru and basically saving my ass 6 ways from Sunday. One more thing before we get to cutting, and that is today's episode is sponsored by Falcon Internet. More about them later on in the episodes. Last but not least, you could do me a kind courtesy and smash that like button. I would be incredibly happy because it helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And last but not least, while you're down there, click the subscribe button and the notifications bell to be updated every single time I update or upload a new video. That said, let's get to cutting some wire. What do you think? Alrighty. Now that we've kind of sort of got that all yapped out, I'm going to start with the 110 because it's probably the easiest of the bunch. Ha ha ha. I know dick about this stuff, so I'm guessing at this point. So let's cut this puppy open. I'm probably going to need very thick wire cutters. Fortunately, I have some. So I'm going to need, let me show you this. So that you understand what I'm sort of trying to do here is that you sort of have to do a little bit of imagining here, is that there are 4 6-volt batteries, bing, 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 bing. And then right above that, there'll be a shelf with my inverter and my power and my fuse box. So my fuse box is going to live right here. So any wiring that you see is going to run right from here. So I have to run that wire sort of like up to here and then across. All right. And I also have to also keep in the back of your mind that I'm essentially going to take this up in just a little bit, but I am going to run the wire anyways. All right. So I need to run, let's see, one wire for my 110. I don't need to run 3 different wires. You only need to run 1 here. So let's see. Let's do so that's my, well, let's do a little bit more. Okay. So that'll be my right to the fuse box. All right, so let's do that right to there. And then we want to do a nice long run from the fuse box right to there. And then we want to do it from there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Across. And we probably want to do this right to there. And then right up to there. And we want to add a knot, or not a knot, but a loop. So we want to do that right to there, and then we want to twist it and then send it out that way. All right, so let's do that right to there, and then send this out here. And then we want to add another loop right there. All right, so that's basically our first cut. So grab that guy and cut my wire. Well, let's hope these are very sharp. Yes! All right, so I think I got 4 bunches here. So let's do 4 rolls here. So that's my 110 run for this side and that side. Let's run some wire. Right, that's that run over there. We want this run right here. About there. Let's do that. Right. Wire number 1 done. Wire number 2. All right, let's tie those off. So my 110 over there, my 110 over here is done. Now I need to do a whole bunch of 12 volt. All right, so with 12 volt, we need to run, there are several ways that you can do this. You can run hot and a singular ground, but I'm gonna run hot and ground for everything. So there you go. I'm probably going to need to snake this, which means, this is probably not going to want to be nice. Right to there. All right, here's my max fan. All right, so now I need to run the black wire, ground wire. That is a ungainly wire right there, but it's plenty of space though. All right, so you may have noticed that I had a little wardrobe change and finally added my my knee pads. So there you go. Now comes the fun part, the ground wire. my Max fan. All done. All right, Max fan is done. All right, that's one wire. Yay, got one done. Yay. All right, now, yeah, we need the refrigerator. That one's really easy to do because it's a really short run. That's done. With the Max fan done, the outlets are done, the fridge is done, and basically that's it. I mean, it's really not that complex. Oh, no, I have to do one more. I have to do the 12-volt water pump. Right, okay. 12-volt water pump is gonna live right in that spot right there. Kind of sort of right where that thing is. Let's do this the easy way. Instead of running two separate lines, let's do two lines together. There we go. All right, so basically at this point, I'm all done. This is not rocket science. I've had a thought. There's really no reason in the world not to do my subfloor insulation. There's no reason not to do it. Because basically at this point, my wiring has all been run. So I can pretty much install the subfloor insulation at this point. Basically the subfloor insulation, the vapor barrier, and the subfloor, and screwing it into place. There's really no reason not to do it at this point. Cool beans. You know what else is cool? Falcon Internet. Falcon Internet is a sponsor of today's video, and they are soup to nuts, hands down one of the best web hosts I have ever worked with, and I've worked with a whole bunch of them. And on top of that, all of that, in case you didn't know, I used to be a web host many, many years ago. But these guys take the cake. Mark has been hosting me. Mark at Falcon Internet has been hosting me for almost 8 years, and anytime that I have a question, a comment, if, any wonky idea, some doom scrolling, Mark is like, Miles, chillax, baby. It's all good. I got you. And he does. They handle web hosting. They handle database development and software development. So if you need your website developed, he's your guy. If you need some software developed, he's your guy. If you need a database hosted, he's your guy. If you need a WordPress website that needs hosting, he's your guy. So very affordable, incredibly personable, and incredibly knowledgeable. Go to Falcon Internet, see the link down below in the description, and ask for Mark, and he will hook you up 6 ways from Sunday. Speaking of Sunday, I think it's time to put in some insulation in my vehicle. What do you think? Let's do some insulation. Rigid insulation. Now I gotta install the damn thing. enough right there. Wow. Yeah. You know, when I woke up this morning and I said to myself, I know, we'll shoot the rough wire thing. It'll be an hour and a half tops, in, out, we'll be done. Right. 9.5 hours later, good Lord. Shit happens. And I know, and you're only seeing like, maybe 10 or 15 minutes of it, but this took a while. So just to wrap things up, first and foremost, I want to send a special shout out to Larry Treen, because without Larry, I wouldn't be here. So thank you very much to Larry, because I've been peppering him for weeks on this stuff. So hopefully I did everything right. And if I didn't, well, I'll hear about it, because trust me, he's going to watch this and go, no, you did that wrong, did that wrong, screwed that up. Yeah, okay. Anyways, thank you very much, Larry. Next is Falcon Internet. They are the sponsor of today's video. So if you could click on the link down below in the description, and if you need web hosting, database hosting, they're your people. Last but not least, this is my list of patrons. Some of these folks on this list, especially the folks in bold and in yellow bold, have given way more than I could have ever asked for. So thank you very much to that entire list, but definitely the super donors. I'm just astounded by what's happened here. So thank you very much to that list of donors. And if you'd like to become one, it'll cost you $3, $5, $7, whatever you can afford. It would just be an enormous windfall to me, because when I leave here, I'm not going to have any money. So, and this van build is not going to build itself. So, a couple of bucks is all it will take. And what do you get for that? You get access to me for 30 days gratis. Well, for $3. And that's like a cup of coffee. All right. One more thing, and that's down below, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, you'll find the very first project of Amelia's story, or the very first video of Amelia's story. So please go look at that, and all of my video projects that are in development are listed down below. So if you're interested in that stuff, please click on the link and watch the videos. That's it. That's all I could ask for. And last but not least is smash the like button for me. That would be really helping me out with the YouTube algorithm. I know it's a plug, and you've been seeing those little subscribe buttons all along. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell to be updated every single time I upload new content. I think that is enough yapping for today. What do you think? Whew. Yeah, that's enough. All right. Thanks, kitties, and I look forward to seeing you somewhere on the road. Bye!